Shalom, call Limelight Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. In a sincere shalom to the 144,001 third. Now, I checked out this movie about almost a year late on the release of it, but I finally got around and watched it. And it was a good movie. It was a decent movie. Which spoilers, by the way, if you haven't seen it, it starts off with a terrorist attack on the west coast of Babylon the Great. I believe California, Bay Area, SoCal. It was a nuke. It got nuked. And then Russia attacked the East Coast, taking out the whole entire East Coast power grid. So Babylon the Great is falling into chaos. And the main character, or what initially who you think is the main character, is the guy you see in the middle with the rifle. He's the leader of this military group, and he was hired by the guy you see as the big image of the Edomite looking man with the hat on. He was hired by him to protect his homestead from the marauders and whatnot. And as society was collapsing, their friends were just camping out outside their property, hoping to get resources because they're going to starve to death, right? And the man, Cowboy Hat, he's the boss man, right? And he said no, like you guys shouldn't be basically there. And his wife, okay, was having faith, right? You know, I don't know, Christianity, Mormons, I don't know what religion this is, but Angel Studios, I believe they're Mormons. They're in Utah. So I'm assuming that they're going to play this Mormon religion into this movie, which, by the way, also is now a series. It got 2 episodes out, and episode 3 is supposed to drop this year. So in the next several weeks, it should drop. And, you know, people were starving. It was rioting. Cities were collapsing instantly. People roaming around with weapons, breaking into each other's houses. All right. Trying to go out into the field and hunt. And tension started brewing up. And this is all prophecy because this is going to happen in real life. Let's get this right here. This is 2 Ezra 16:31. Even so, in those days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. So what's going to happen is these resources are going to run dry, and people are going to starve to death. Like you start seeing in this movie, people starving. They didn't show anything too extreme, like in The Road, but it was the beginning stages of starvation, nonetheless. And what did these people do? They were roaming around. They had a strap, a toolie, right? A weapon. They would break in your house and see what they could get. That's what was going on. This movie showed the beginning phases of that. I'm sure the TV series is gonna go further in depth with it. And again, his friends, these are his friends that were, and people, acquaintances and whatnot, that were coming to him to you know, get some help, get some need. And he said no. And and one of the things he was saying is that, you know, what you have is not what we want. Like, you don't have no skill set. Because if you're a doctor, or you know how to farm, or even know martial arts or anything like that, in societal collapse, you're going to be very valuable. You know, people are going to value those things in the times to come, because those things will keep you alive. Those things will add to your life, not take away. So this is St. Matthew, the 24th chapter, in verse 12. Actually, let's get some more context. Let me scroll up. In verse 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came into him privately, so this is Yahushua, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So this is talking about the end of this eon period, this era of the Edomites, the Roman Empire ruling. All right. So this is verse 12. And because iniquity, sin upon sin, shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So you're going to have people that are going to go against each other, their friends, their families, just random strangers. They're going to kill them, take from them, whatever, torture them, eat them, sexual assault, all those evil things are going to start taking place. Why? Because of the lack of bread, great tribulation, right? I know I'm really quoting the scriptures right there. Let me get it. So this is 2nd Ezra 15:19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. There you go. And this movie painted a good picture of that. And Esau is going to keep dropping more movies because they know what time it is. They can sense the collapse of their society. They know, see, a lot of these Edomites know that the elites aren't for them. Let me get this right here. So this is 2nd Ezra 6:24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall sit still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So guess what? The Most High Yahweh is going to alter nature. What we see nature now is going to change. What we call Mother Nature, right, which is just a metaphor, to going into how society as itself is like a womb, like a woman, right? You sow seed into what? The dirt, right? To bear fruit, and Yahweh's going to alter nature, the waters, right? Natural disasters, they're gonna be not what we call normal. And guess what? People that are friends, you could know this person your whole life, since the sandbox, since diapers, and he's gonna kill you and probably eat you. Take your women, take you. You see. And guess what? Famine is gonna cause this. All right, Yahweh causing division. Then what did Yahushua say? He said he came to bring division. He didn't come to bring unity. Only one that's going to have a unity is the elect. Everybody else is going to be divided. Even these elites with their goals. This is Luke 12:51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. So Yahushua is not coming to bring peace to society, only to the elect. All right. So that's my take on this movie. You should definitely check it out if you haven't already. Solid movie. The ending was very unexpected. I would say, in my opinion, I liked it. I liked the ending.